Mom?
Are you ready to talk about how you were born, Leia?
Mom?
Monday.
Nana?
Oh, you're hungry. Okay. Hey guys, it's Jasmine. This is actually my very first video. So if you guys are interested in seeing young mom stories or toddler stories or anything related, this is where you should subscribe. So there will be many more to come, I promise. But on my social media accounts, I have asked what kind of stuff should I do for my very first video, and someone said I should try doing a labor and delivery video, and so that's what I'm gonna do. So I was 34 weeks pregnant. It was around 11 p.m. I was still in a towel. I just gotten out of the shower. I felt liquid drop down my leg, like if you were to spill something, but like a drop, and you just feel it like drop down your leg. And so it wasn't a lot, but it wasn't. Leia, what are you doing? Get that out of your mouth! Oh my god. And I wasn't getting pain, no contractions, no. Give it to me. Can I have it? You want stickers? Okay, no stickers for Leia. This is mommy's. Then give it to me. Pick it up. Pick it up and give it to me. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Here's your stickers. You gotta bribe your toddler to do things you want. Anyways, I was in no pain whatsoever, but I felt weird. It was like, I don't know, it was like a weird gut feeling, I guess you could say. Like, I didn't feel comfortable, so I wanted to go check it out at the hospital. And so we went to the hospital. My husband, we drove to the hospital, and it was about 25 minutes. We went to Mary Birch. I was recommended to go there. Someone recommended me to go there, and it's a pretty good hospital. I really enjoyed it. I'm most likely going to deliver my next child there. But we went there, and they swabbed, the liquid to see what kind of liquid it was. Turned out to be amniotic fluid, and they told me that the baby might have scratched like somewhere in the top, because they couldn't find a tear in the bottom. That it scratched somewhere on top, but that caused the leak, I guess. And so she said that would mean that I would have to stay until the baby was born, and I still had about 6 weeks left. So I was confused, like, does that mean I stay literally weeks until I can't even go home? Like, I have to stay here for weeks? And she said that she would come back. She had to go get more information, and so she came back, and it turned out that they were going to induce me. I was gonna have the baby the next day, hopefully. And I was so scared. I was not ready. We literally had no baby clothes, no newborn clothes. In this case, no premature clothing, because she was gonna be premature. We had nothing. We had a car seat and her bed. That's all we had at the time. Literally, our baby shower was gonna be that following weekend. Literally, she could have waited 6 days and we would have been set. We would have been comfortably set, but no. And so from there, we call my mom, and I tell one of his aunts, and she tells his family, and I tell my mom, and I guess she tells my family. And then from there, they made me sit in a pan to try to collect whatever liquid was coming out, because they wanted to make sure, I guess, with that liquid they could find out if her lungs are fully developed, to make sure she could actually breathe outside the womb and stuff like that. So they made me sit in a pan. It was so uncomfortable. It hurt. I couldn't last there. I couldn't sleep, and I had to sleep. It was already past midnight, and so they sent me to my own room at this time. Stop it. Sent me to my own room. Monday. You want Titi?
Yeah.
She's asking to get breastfed. I'm sorry, guys. I still breastfeed my toddler. What? You want some? Jesus Christ. You guys won't be able to see, don't worry. But oh dang, okay, there. And so from there we go to the room, and then my husband's falling asleep. I let him sleep, you know. I'm not in pain anyways. I don't really, you know, I was fine. And so from there they made me still stay in the pan, which I couldn't sleep because you know, it hurt. And it was about 6, I think. It was about 6 in the morning, and I asked if I could just take it off because it wasn't collecting anything. It was only maybe like 2 or 3 drops, and that wasn't enough anyways. And they told me, you know what, yeah, whatever, it's fine. We'll just figure it out when she gets out. And I'm like, okay, I guess that's fine. And so I sleep from about 7 to 8, from 7 to 8, and then from there, my family shows up, and his family shows up, and then I was at the time 2 centimeters dilated, and they told me they're gonna induce me soon, and so they induced me at about 8:30, and it was literally like in the movies, like when you feel a gush, like I felt that. It felt weird, but I didn't feel no pain still, and half an hour passed by, but after that half an hour, I was in so much pain. I couldn't bear it, and I was originally planning on doing an all-natural, like labor, delivery, and all that. I couldn't bear it. I didn't want to be touched. I didn't want to be massaged. I didn't want to be helped in any way. I just wanted epidural. And so they gave me epidural, and at that time I was 4 centimeters dilated, so I knew I couldn't make it even halfway, so, you know, I was already dying. And so from there, it was around 9 o'clock, and I slept. I was able, like, with the epidural, it like numbed me from the like waist down. I was able to sleep, thank God, for a couple hours. and then from there it was about, what was it, like around 12. I woke up, but I woke up to like a weird pressure, and I was able to feel the pressure like dropping lower and lower, you know. And I told the lady, can you check me? And she's like, well, I just checked you, you know, you're not ready. I don't know how many centimeters she said I was, but she said I wasn't ready yet. But I told her, like, no, but I feel pressure now, like I think I'm ready. And she's like, no, I can't check you yet because since the bag, there's no bag, she's just in there. I don't want to keep checking you and bring in bacteria when I don't have to. And my mom got mad, saying, you know, well, check her. She's saying she feels something, check her. And she checks me, and it turns out her head was right there. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go get the doctor. And so she goes to get the doctor, and then I end up starting pushing like around 12:30. And so I pushed for about 2 minutes, and yeah, literally I was literally pushing for like 2 minutes, because she was born at 12:32 p.m. on September 8th, 2015, meaning she's already gonna be 2 years old soon. But anyways, she literally she was so tiny and so skinny, because I guess starting at 36 weeks, that's when they stop growing in height and they start gaining weight, like getting fat. And she didn't have time to get fat. She was just thin. She wasn't like skinny, like skin and bones, but she was thin, but she was long, like she was really long. I don't remember exactly how long, but she was 5 pounds and 5 ounces. And they told me in the beginning, they told me that if she was breathing on her own, that she would be fine, and that I would be able to keep her with me in the room, you know, overnight and everything. But I don't know exactly what happened, that they told me that she had to be in the NICU, so I wasn't able to sleep with her in the same room. They didn't have her like tubed or anything, like she was breathing fine, but but they did have her attached to like a lot of wiring stuff for her heart, her temperature, and all that stuff. And it was, honestly, it was kind of depressing seeing your baby in a NICU. It's sad. Honestly, it's sad. And you know, and so every couple hours I had sorry if I'm getting teary-eyed, it is sad, but every couple hours I had a pump because I was planning on exclusively breastfeeding. They offered to give her formula or donated breast milk, and so I said it's fine to give her the breast milk until mine kicked in, or at least until I had more. And so I had a pump every few hours and I would go feed her, and it wasn't how I planned it, but it did kind of like prepare me, you know, because I wasn't expecting her so soon at all. And then from there, I was released. Are you done? No? And then from there, I was released after a few days, but she still had to be in the NICU for about almost 2 weeks. I think like 12 days total that she was in the NICU. And from there, like literally we would drive every day up there, and we would stay there all day, like early morning until they closed, just so I could see her. And then they told me I was able to take her. I was so happy. They gave me a date, but I guess they ended up pushing it back a couple days, because then I think like within 2 days before her release date, she got what's it called? Oh my god, I forgot the word. Oh my god, I totally forgot the word. But when they turned yellow, like they needed to be under she needed to be under the lights. So that really bummed me out. But they told me that if she didn't have any other episodes, that she would be fine and that I could still take her home. And so they did push it back by like a day or two because of that incident. But when I brought her home, I felt kind of a little more relaxed, you know. I was kind of, I don't want to say I was glad that she was in the NICU, because it was really sad. It was really depressing. But I don't think I would have been ready to take her home like right away, because I didn't have anything. I wasn't mentally prepared because I wasn't expecting her so soon. So it kind of gave me like a little bit of a break, I guess, before I had her, like a little warm up, which in a way worked out, because I felt like I would have been so stressed and so like mentally not there for her if she would have came home so soon. But here she is now, so big. She's still on the slim side, but she is very tall. She's long. She's, I think, like in the 90 something percentile in height. Like she's taller than a lot of the kids her age exactly. But yeah, there's my labor and delivery story. If you guys would like to see more videos, feel free to like or dad or comment what kind of videos you would like to see, or you guys could add me on my social media accounts and message me there or comment there and let me know. So yeah, thanks guys for watching.